Hello Planet Internet, I am Emperor Cole and this is Emperor Cole Film Review brought to you by MindBenderENT.com. And today I'm here to review Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom, written by Derek Connolly and Colin Trevorrow and directed by J.A. Bayona. Everybody, let's make sure we get to those dinosaurs before that volcano erupts and makes them extinct once again. Let's do it! Okay, so Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom, this is the sequel to the 2015 movie Jurassic World. And of course, I'm a huge fan of this actual franchise. I enjoy these dinosaur movies a lot, but I have my reservations about this film. Why? Because after 4 movies, I was thinking to myself, what in God's name would anybody want to go back to this island with these dinosaurs for? So I was hoping as a plot in the storyline that they weren't going to be trying to set up this actual amusement park again. I was hoping they weren't going back to try to study the dinosaurs and see what they were living like. And there was nothing I could think of that made any sense. So that's the reason why I definitely have my reservations. And I'm thinking, please, I'm hoping it wasn't just a hokey, stupid sequel. But I was pleasantly surprised because the plot points and the storyline made a whole lot of sense as to why they went back. And of course, human beings always do things with their own personal self-interest, and just knowing how mankind is and how people are always trying to profiteer over things, it also made sense as to why they were going back to the particular island. And of course, it's revealed in the trailer what actually gets them to go back to the island. Once again, it's revealed in the trailer, so this is not a spoiler what I'm about to say. There's a large volcano that's getting ready to erupt that's going to wipe out all the life on the island. So of course, there's this huge debate going on amongst the humans as to whether or not they should step in and do anything, or if they should let this volcano erupt and wipe out all the life on the island, thus making dinosaurs go extinct once again. So that's something that's playing out on a social, political level, and the decisions that is made in the governments around the world, that decision affects the rest of the things that happens in the particular movie. As expected, this film has some excellent action and chase sequences. The director, J.A. Bayona, made some very strong decisions as far as deciding where the chases were going to happen. It definitely has action that keeps you on the edge of your seat because you're wondering what's going to happen with this volcano erupting and all the things that's going on. And he also did a very good job at making sure this movie has a whole lot of heart. There's a lot more emotion and you care about these characters a lot more than you ever did. What I mean by that is the relationship between the raptor Blue and Owen, which is Chris Pratt's character. You see their relationship and you care about them significantly more than you did in the previous film. And I feel like that definitely is the emotional anchor of this film, because when you see what happens, there are several very emotional scenes where, wow, you see things happen to people, you see things happen to some of the dinosaurs, and you actually care. It's like really gut-wrenching. One thing that could have been a little bit better is with the character that Bryce Dallas Howard plays. She didn't have a whole lot to do in this movie, so it's almost like they just brought her back to reprise this role so they can use her name, obviously, to help sell the film. But she wasn't quite the damsel in distress. And then she didn't really have a whole lot to do on her own that was critical to the actual mission, to the success of the characters in the movie. So once again, it was like she was just there almost to be on Chris Pratt's arm somewhat. But, that's one thing I think they could do a little bit better. Something that I thought they did very well in this movie was the use of humor. There's one particular character that's really scared and does not want to run into a certain dinosaur. I won't say which one, but it's really funny the way they do it. And they also do it the proper amount of times where it's not too much humor where it becomes goofy, but they definitely balance out the humor in a good way. It's like the perfect splash of humor is in this film without overdoing it, and I like the way they did it. And of course it makes sense because when you're going to an island that's loaded with dinosaurs and there's this history of all kinds of things going haywire, it would make sense that somebody would definitely have some sort of an irrational fear. But then again, if you're afraid of dinosaurs, is that an irrational fear? That kind of makes sense. So hell of a job in the humor department. Another area of this film that I thought they did an excellent job with is the cinematography. The cinematography is like breathtaking, very good. The landscapes as far as the island look beautiful. We get these nice wide shots of this crazy mansion later on in the second half of the film. And just the camera work and cinematography in this is excellent. They could definitely put on a clinic and show people properly, this is what your movie is supposed to look like when you're trying to shoot something that's sweeping, something that's epic, that's supposedly larger than life, that's supposed to like this fantastical world. As expected, the CGI in this film is top notch and we didn't expect anything less. The dinosaurs look very realistic. The island looks very realistic. It looks lush and alive. The colors, just the way they're actually moving through the actual scenes. It looks very good. Once again, it's a Jurassic Park film. This is like the best of the best as far as CGI and special effects goes. So they did a hell of a job. They lived up to the billing in that particular department as well. Okay, so Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom is definitely, the first half of the movie is definitely very familiar with what they show you and what the characters are kind of experiencing. It's like some stuff that you've seen in some of the previous films, done very well. The second half of the film, I commend them for doing something different, but it's definitely something you've never seen before in a Jurassic Park film. I enjoyed it. I like where they took the story, and logically, knowing the way human beings are with the human greed and thinking that you can always control everything and yada, 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 it made sense to me, and I like what they did with it. So great job in that particular area. I won't spoil anything, but once you see the film, you'll understand how one side of the movie is this, and the other side of the movie becomes something brand new. But I like where this brand new is going. Okay, so overall, I'm gonna have to say Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom. This is a very entertaining movie. It's much better than I thought it was gonna be. It's definitely got some great action, it's got some thrills, and it's definitely a fun time at the movie theater. So I'm gonna have to give this movie a score of 78% on the MindBender movie meter. Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom. It is definitely worth seeing in the theater. Okay, so of course, a lot of people have been asking about this exclusive brand that I've been wearing, Kage. Make sure you check out their website and make sure you shop with them at kage98.com. Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom. If you enjoyed this review, definitely subscribe to this YouTube channel and make sure you click that bell so you can definitely get the alerts every time a new video is uploaded. But make sure you check us out on Facebook at facebook.com/MindBender Entertainment. Follow us on Twitter at MindBenderENT. Of course, make sure you check us out on Instagram at MindBender_entertainment. And of course, check out the website, MindBenderENT.com. And remember, the future is now.